What's going on, everyone? Hope you all are doing well on this Friday afternoon. At least it's Friday afternoon when I'm recording this video, but yeah, I was just in the mood to get on here and make a video. Kind of got inspired just, I was on this map and the beach just was like really calm and relaxing with the ambient noise. You hear like the seagulls and all that. And I kind of just wanted to take a walk down the beach and just talk about whatever came to my mind. Hopefully this video can be relaxing for you and yeah, just hear me talk, hear me ramble about whatever, and we'll go from there. So yeah, it's been a long week definitely so far. Long week, but you know, nothing bad. Nothing bad happened. Got a lot of stuff done, but just a long week, as I'm sure it was for many of you. But yeah, just I think the thing is with long weeks, like I think if you have a tough week with a lot of stuff in it, and I think the best thing you can do is just, stick in there and, know that tomorrow is gonna come, but, you can't get caught up on the next day. You can't get distracted worrying about stuff that's gonna happen in the future. Um, Tomorrow will worry about itself. I think that's it's like a Bible verse or, something mentioned in the Bible, but, um, you don't have to be religious to kind of understand what that means. It's just things are going to come regardless. So, worrying about them, if you have a plan and you have a plan for what is coming up that you have to take care of, whether it be, something at work related, you're stressed about school or whatever, it's just, you can't necessarily you can't play the day in your mind over and over again because that's just, you got to work, you just got to know and trust that if you prepared enough and you do what you got to do, like most of the time it's going to work out. I think we just all get caught up in our minds so much, and it's just one of those things that a lot of people deal with, including myself. But this day there's like a few things this week that really stressed me out, but you know now that they're over with, it's like, God, like, I worried about nothing. Even though I was prepared for them, like, I still worried about it. It's just like, I'm sure, obviously, this will happen again, but it's like, after you have it all done, like, 99 out of 100 times, like, it's gonna went even better than you probably thought it was going to in the first place. So, like, why worry about it in the first? The only way you should worry about it is if you're actually not prepared. And most of the time, like, you're going to be prepared because if you're doing it in the first place, you probably care about it in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's just something I've been thinking about recently, and you got to take it one day at a time. Um, Obviously, you have to have a schedule of when you're going to do stuff day by day, but even if that's in your mind, but at the, in the same breath, like that stuff isn't going to come any sooner. So you just got to do the stuff that's in front of you and then move on to the next. You can't, as much as you want to try to multitask, it's just not going to work. You just got to do the one thing at a time. And I think that's what's helped me the most with like a lot of tasks at once is, and when I say a lot of tasks at once, I don't mean a lot of things on the same day necessarily, but like a lot of things just plowed up in like a span of like a couple months or even 2 months or a month within the weeks. Like, just know that worrying about all of them at once is going to get you nowhere. You just got to focus in on the thing that's coming up the soonest and take it from there. I mean, this is really not, this is kind of right here, is kind of not really a beach. It's kind of like a gravelly mess of shoreline, but kind of looks like it gets better over there. But um, I don't know. it's just one of those things. It's just, we all deal with it, and it sucks, but, you know, the more you do it, the more you get practice at it, the more you know, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. If you're like new to, you're trying to get your life together and you have a lot of things on your plate that, stress you out and such, it is difficult at first. I'm not going to lie, but the more you do it, the better you're going to get and the easier it'll become. Like, I said this a lot and I preach it a lot. It's just, you do the one difficult thing, it's going to be really hard at first. And you do it the first time, and then after that, like, your body just knows at that point you've done it before. So it kind of takes the pressure off of, always second guessing if you're able to do it, because you've already done it once. Like, your brain it just takes the stress. It's just getting through that first time of whatever it is the difficult part. It always will be for whatever it is you do. It's not to say the next times won't be difficult. It'll just be like more easy. Your brain and body will not fight you as much because it's not an unknown thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, this kind of just, I don't know, my brain just reminded me that I did change in the shader settings to the more of the default water look instead of like the texture pack. Like, I don't know, I kind of just like the default water look with still like the kind of the shader part to it like that. I think it's kind of interesting. Sometimes the water just doesn't blend in. When it's like the realistic water doesn't blend in with the blocks, right? In my opinion, sometimes, but it's just kind of still keeps it like the Minecrafty look, I guess. But yeah, well, this beach has gotten a little bit better. It's kind of how it was over there, but yeah, I know a lot of you are in school right now listening, because we are coming on the end towards spring, so a lot of you are probably in finals right now and all that, and you're probably overwhelmed, and you just gotta focus on one at a time, take it from there, and trust in your preparation and trust in your knowledge and all that, and know that whatever happens is going to happen, and if you've prepared enough or not. Like, if you've put it off, and if you didn't prepare and you waited till the last minute, like, you made your bed, and you gotta kind of sleep in it at that point. But the best way to not worry about something is, it's better to overdo it than underdo it, like, obviously, but overdoing it requires a lot of effort when it comes to studying or any of that kind of stuff. But I don't know, I've always been the procrastination type, but I know there's been I've gotten better at it, because sometimes it's just, some stuff is just like, you just know if you procrastinate it, you're gonna fail, because there's just not enough time in the day to do it if you wait till the last minute. But yeah, and I'm really digging this new texture pack as well. It's like the simplified one based off of the trailers for the game. I think it just looks so cool. It's so appealing to the eye and such. But I always get caught off guard because you see, like, when the sun goes down, like, all the weird lighting and stuff. But yeah, I think that, kind of just to summarize all the points that I just kind of talked about, just knowing, we all know what deep down what you have to do, and that's, whether it be hard or easy or something you don't want to do, I think we all deep down subconsciously know what the steps are to get to where you want to be. And even if that step is asking for help because you don't know where you need to be in a certain position is a step. It's still a step. You still knowing what you need to do. And even if you didn't even think to ask for help, like, I mean, I feel obviously if you don't know, you need to ask. I feel like that's still like your body guiding you towards what you need to do. But at the end of the day, it's still like a personal choice. Like some people, they're just always going to choose not to do the righteous thing. And when I say righteous, I mean like, you know, what's right for your life, because yeah, that's definitely just something to think about. You know, obviously stuff comes up that you can't control in your life and factors come, but you know, 99% of stuff is fixable in life. You know, there's always a solution to any problem, and you know, God forbid something extremely bad happens, you know, which, you know, isn't usually the case, but you know, it does happen. But you know, we don't have to talk about that because obviously we don't want that to happen to anyone. But you know, stuff does happen. Just for the sake of the video and being positive, like, no matter what situation you're in, it can be fixed. It's just, are you willing to, you know, fix it if you are in a situation where, you know, you messed up or something happened out of your control. But yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I think this video was more laid back, obviously, and more just kind of old school, just talking about whatever. But yeah, you made it this far, appreciate you. Like, comment, you know, all that stuff. And yeah, if you want to elaborate on it, a comment would be great. I love reading what you guys have to say. So I'm going to quit talking and end it. So have a good rest of your weekend and just enjoy, and God bless.